everyone, and welcome to KYE Talks. I'm Sonal Ambekar, your host for this interview. Know Your Entrepreneur is a digital platform where we talk to several entrepreneurs who tell us why they chose not to be stuck to the regular 9 to 5, but they went ahead and did something different. They went ahead and chased their passion. My guest today is Mr. Tushar Agarwal. He started his entrepreneurial journey at the age of 18. He started, worked on, and built multiple companies over the years. His ventures include Rise Hydroponics, there's Digi Elephant, and then there's Rise Fresh. At Rise Hydroponics, they provide complete turnkey soilless farming solutions to make agriculture a sustainable business by helping small farmers, creating urban farmers, and making Indian future ready for 2030 while giving a healthy and nutritious food option to you. At Digi Elephant, they worked on different kinds of marketing projects for a number of their clients in the last 4 to 5 years. They've executed hundreds of campaigns, both in the digital and offline space. And Rise Fresh is their venture where they provide fresh food direct from farms to our home. So let's get to know more from him and let's see how his journey unfolds. Hello, Mr. Tushar. Welcome to KYE Talks.
Hello, Sonal. How are you?
Oh, I'm great.
Thank you for such a lovely introduction.
Wonderful profile, sir. 3 ventures. You're a serial entrepreneur.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yes. So tell me, sir, you started your entrepreneurial journey when you were just 18. How would you say, when was it that the entrepreneurial bug bit you? I mean, when did you decide that you're not going to, get into the 9 to 5 job life, but you're going to start your venture on your own?
Mm-hmm. So I think as far as back as I can remember, I have always thought of myself as being some kind of businessman or entrepreneur only. Even before I knew what the word entrepreneur or entrepreneurship, I found that Kida in I think maybe in 9th standard. That was the time that I got pretty clear. Yeah, this is what I would be going ahead to do. Obviously, in what field or what sector or what kind of business, that is something which you figure out in life, as you move ahead.
As you go ahead, right.
But we have the end goal is to be doing business and entrepreneurship. It is in my childhood only that I decided.
So, like you said, it was in your childhood that you decided. Why would you say that you didn't want to, do that 9 to 5 job wala thing, but you wanted to, start your own enterprise? Why entrepreneurship?
As I told you, right from very beginning days, I always had, a sense of achievement or a very enthusiasm to create something out of scratch or earn something. Like you're not an entrepreneur when you are buying something for 2 and selling it for 4.
Right.
You're an entrepreneur when you create something out of thin air and sell it for 5 rupees.
Right. Innovation.
So that is what entrepreneurship is all about.
Right. So, sir.
As you said, I started at the young age of 18, and I think till now I have done somewhere around 7 to 8 different startups in a whole lot of different sectors.
Right.
I started with a company called Events Ki Dunya, and when I was in my first startup was a PCM Formulas name, and it was basically an edtech startup. At the time when Byju was a good player in the market.
Right.
There were no other players like Vedantu or MyTopper. All these were the startups. So in my first year in graduation, that is what I started. Then that kept running, and in my second year I started a event management and event manpowering business in Bangalore while I was in my graduation. So that is something I did in graduation. And apart from that, I also developed a lot of interest into trading and forex markets and international markets. And I got exposure to the financial market at that time. And I also got associated with some companies in Hong Kong wherein I was trading for them for live accounts, multi-million dollar accounts I was handling at that time.
So why don't you tell us about your these ventures, that is Rise Hydroponics? Why don't you tell us what is it? What is the USP of your venture?
Mm-hmm. So as far as rice hydroponic goes, we we as a partners or owners, we have been into the hydroponic industry for the last 3 to 4 years, learning about hydroponics, what hydroponics is all about, what is the process like, how is it different, and how can one use it for our own various kinds of benefits. So after learning a lot, practicing it, implementing it, we as an organization started to consult a lot of people, a lot of companies and farms with respect to how to grow better, what type of systems to
Right.
use, and all of that. And in last year, around April 2020, we started as an organization wherein we started to provide large scale online trainings, offline trainings, and physical physical workshops. Obviously, once the lockdown was over, then it resumed. At
Right.
that time, we were doing virtual trainings. We made and shipped a lot of home kits or small setups
Right.
that people are using as of now as well in their homes to grow fresh veggies. So we shipped a lot of them to almost every state in India. Not every state, but yeah, at least 30 to 40 cities we have shipped our setups, more than 100 setups.
Wow.
And we also are into commercial hydroponics project development. So we have made somewhere around 16 to 17 commercial farms in 13 cities: Mumbai, Delhi, Dehradun, then Mathura, Ahmedabad, Surat, Vadodara, all the places we have done multiple projects.
All the known
And as of
places.
now, I sorry.
All the known places. You've kind of reached to several of the known
Yeah,
places.
because yes, because hydroponics as a concept, as a business, right now is pretty much like to go very good to go ahead with in tier one cities or tier two cities. So
Right.
that is the reason all of our major projects are in tier one and two cities.
Right.
And right now we are starting to expand in the southern as well as the eastern market. So
Right.
we have covered mostly the western and a little bit of northern market as of now.
Right. Right. So, sir, what would you say gives you a sense of accomplishment? Since there's so much that you've accomplished with your ventures, with Rise Hydroponics, having made its space in so many different markets of so many different areas, what would you say gives you a sense of accomplishment? What is that driving force that gets you going every morning?
Sense of accomplishment, I would say कि I'm not very satisfied ever. So it is not like कि, like we complete one project and we feel like yeah we are on the top of the world. It's not
Right.
like that. The more we achieve, the more we become hungry. It's like that.
Right. Right.
But seeing our team happy, seeing them enjoying the work, and seeing the client like realizing the quality that they have got, the standards that have been followed, and the end product that is there for the client, be it hydroponics marketing services that we have been giving. So if it is hydroponics, the end produce that they are growing. So once they see the whole farm full of green. So
Right.
and when you see their face after that, that is a time when you feel like yeah you have accomplished something.
Right. Right.
And similar is for the marketing as well. When you you or your team has been working very hard on some kind of campaign or branding strategy or complete rebranding or
Right.
some guerrilla marketing or anything, and when it gives you results, so
Right.
that is
Right.
when
Seeing the results actually come fruitful, it does make one feel good about every effort that has been put into it.
yes, yes.
So sir, like you said, you started when you were 18, so that at that young age sometimes people, like, there's this stereotypical mindset of the society that you have to be a certain age to have that kind of wisdom, to have that kind of knowledge, or to gain that smartness to start something on your own. What were certain challenges that you may have faced as an 18-year-old, and maybe all the way throughout your journey, and how did you overcome these challenges?
So like you were telling ki at 18 it was very early, but I have always felt ki I was a bit late. Maybe if I could have started 1 or 2 years earlier, maybe I would
So
have
you
been
mean you should
two
have
to three
started
years
at
ahead in my
16?
Yeah, I could have, because you see people all the time at the age of 9, 10, 12, 13 doing wonderful things, and you feel like, What are you doing, man?"
Oh my God.
So that is one thing. And I have never thought of age as being a limiting factor on what one can achieve, because as everyone tells, age is just a number. At the end of the day, it is what you can do
Right,
and what kind of knowledge or experience is something that comes as and when
the
you
time.
keep doing something. If you keep
Right,
waiting till I'll be 30, then I'll start something, then there's no point. By the time I
right,
am 30, I've already done 10 different kinds of businesses,
right,
and maybe I would be a lot more insightful or knowledgeable on a lot of varied topics,
right.
and I could get a job better than maybe a lot of people any day
Because of
if
your
I want.
experience, yeah.
Okay.
The
Because
sooner you
you learn
start,
something
the
only when
longer you can go, because then you gain that kind of experience.
sorry, didn't get you.
The sooner you start in your life, without seeing what your age is, the sooner you start, the longer you run in the race, because then you gain that much
No
experience.
longer than yes, yes, perfect. That
Right.
is what I wanted to say.
Right. So, sir, what would you say? Since ever since COVID-19 hit, it has affected a lot of ventures, a lot of businesses, not just businesses, but a person in general. Any person, everyone has been affected by it. What would you say has your experience been like during this pandemic? And what would you say are the factors that you feel that will help you achieve your business aspirations going ahead?
No, as far as COVID goes, I think the complete world is in a very bad situation, and we
Right.
all feel very bad for it. But at the same time, there's so much go on. So it is like you should, you know, as as the startup term or entrepreneurship term is defined, is see the more you innovate, you should be constantly innovating and
Right.
reiterating your process, your business model, your everything, because that is, you don't know any something, one day something like COVID comes and it
Right. It's
disrupts the
so
whole industry.
uncertain. Yeah.
So, yes, yes. So you should always be ready to change everything
Right.
if it has to be.
Right.
Yeah, and yeah, it has certainly affected a lot of industries, a lot of people, a lot of big businesses have gone like bankrupt.
Right.
A lot of people have lost their jobs. That is there, but at the same time, there has been a lot of opportunities as well. If
Right.
you see sectors like agriculture, if you see sectors like edtech, you see sectors like OTT platforms or entertainment segments. These have like blown away, blown
Right.
up. So they have gone 5x, 10x, 20x in the last 1 year. And I think it was an academy or some startup who did uh, their 3 years revenue in 2 to 3 months of time during the lockdown. The
Wow.
last 3 years revenue that they did was the same amount they did during the lockdown.
Lockdown.
So you
Oh.
can imagine why
So
a lot
I
of
would
businesses
I would
and
like to
people.
point out that you've spoken like a true entrepreneur. The spirit of an entrepreneur, you just captured it by saying that even in the bad times, there are opportunities, and that's what an entrepreneur does. An entrepreneur is always on the lookout for new opportunities of how they can make a difference in the market, and innovation, basically finding a void and innovating something to fill up that void, and making that mark in the market. That is exactly what entrepreneurship is all about. Gaining an opportunity by its neck, and just making something out of it.
Yes, yes, that is also there. And a lot of people, have come up during the COVID time without any kind of interest of some kind of returns or money,
Right.
and have developed and done a lot of things which
Right.
are truly entrepreneurial. And at the same time, they have not looked for any kind of profits of their own. So, hats off to all those people as well.
Right, right. Very, very rightfully said. So, sir, moving ahead, what would you say, since you started at 18 and it's been such a long, journey that you've been on, of having done so many ventures, having worked with in so many different fields. So like every journey teaches us a lot. It changes us a lot. So how would you say has this journey changed you as a person? What would you say are the changes that you see in yourself?
Mm, as a, like, if we talk about a very inner person in me, it has been still the same that was at 10 years old, and it is still the same, and I hope it remains the same.
Yes, of course.
But apart from that, over the years of working with so many different people, working with so many brands, big companies, small companies, startups, women entrepreneurs, homemakers, like international clients, all these people, I have got a lot of exposure in different industries, different markets, different kinds of people from all the different states as well. So,
Right.
there is nothing like you cannot learn something from anyone. I try to, learn a lot from everyday scenarios as well, be it a liftman or my staff or anyone, because you don't know if when someone would teach you what.
Right, right. And that is how learn you sometimes learn life lessons when you interact with people, and when you just let yourself loose and talk to people, and then that breakthrough happens sometimes, and that is when you realize the important things that you learn going ahead in life, right? So, sir, what would be your message to our audience, to budding entrepreneurs, or maybe, I don't know, even to the 16, 17-year-olds, that you would say that don't waste the time, grab an opportunity, do something. How would you encourage them? Or I would like to say, what would be your words of wisdom, since you've been on this journey long enough to, have had that kind of wisdom develop? What would you say?
So I think I am just getting started as of now, and what I could advise or suggest to a lot of people is not wait for the right opportunity, or not wait for the right time, or not wait for the right dash and dash, because there is never the right whatever.
Right.
These are all different kinds of excuses that you or your brain creates, because
Yeah,
your
mental
brain
peace.
is made in such a way that it will always try to protect you.
Right.
And if you want to get ahead in life like 5x, 10x, then you will have to jump off the cliff without having any kind of parachute. And as I think Barbara maybe said this, you have to jump off the cliff without having parachute, and you build that parachute on the way down. So that is what entrepreneurship is. But at the same time, as you told, for the young lads or the young kids at their 15, 16 age, so I see a lot of people trying to what do you call it, like बहुत ज्यादा इसको स्टार ही बना देते हैं कि इट इज लाइक what do you call style statement है कि you do a startup in college or you leave the college and all of that.
Right.
So it is not like you have to drop out of your studies and go ahead. Yeah, a lot of people do that, and yeah, they become successful. There are like very big examples like
Right.
Ritesh Agarwal and few others who have been down that road and are
They've done
very
made something
successful
out of
today.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, but there are at the same time hundreds and thousands of people who have not been able to. So
Right.
they don't have, any kind of education, because education is something which is very important for, to
Right.
learn your life lessons, to learn like whatever business you want to do, education, people tell a lot of things. The education does not help you. Like
Right.
whatever you are learning in engineering, where will you
But
implement it?
actually, it
What you are
does.
learning in MBA, where will you implement? But it's not like that. It is the complete social environment that has been created in the
Yes.
model of a college or an institute that builds your network, that builds your social image or whatever it is, and it
Right.
helps you a lot as well. So do not drop out of any kind of studies and all of that. Go ahead with that. At the same time, you follow your passion, whatever it is, because it is not like everyone realizes what they want to do in their life. I am not sure whether I have realized it for myself till now. So that is something which you learn over a period of years and
Right.
with the things that you do.
Right.
As
You need
Sachin
to
Tendulkar,
start out
he went
and
out to become a bowler,
right.
but ended up being such a great batsman. So it's like that.
Right. you figure it out on the way. Like you can't sit and decide or plan things, because plans don't actually, work out the way you want them to. It sometimes you just
One
have
thing,
to
other than
go with the flow. You were
yeah,
saying?
one thing lead to the other. And as Steve Jobs rightly said, you cannot connect the dots looking forward. It always gets connected when you look back.
Back, right.
So it's that.
Very nicely said, sir. With that, we come to the end of this interview. I would like to thank you, Mr. Tushar, for coming here and sharing your insightful thoughts and about your journey with us.
Sure, sure. I'm very much obliged for this gesture by you and KY Talk. I wish you all a very successful year and life ahead. And yeah, thank you very much for having me.
We wish you the same, sir, from myself and from KY as well, that may your ventures do as good as they can this year, and wish you a very successful year.